Foreign billion-dollar donations are reshaping Jamaica's future, but not in the way you think. What if I told you that the money meant to help us is actually targeting the minds of our youths with dangerous ideas? Curious to know more? Stay tuned. Welcome back, Patriotic internet friends and family. In this video, we're diving into the murky waters of foreign agendas. You know, those delightful little packages wrapped in cash that come with a side of change your culture or else. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Welcome all patriotic Jamaicans. The movement continues. Make we get into it now? Let's kick it off. Jamaica. So our government just hit the jackpot. A cool $1 billion from the ever so generous Canadian government. But wait, before you get excited, thinking it's for fighting gang violence or strengthening parenting, surprise, it's not. Jamaica, that's right. This treasure chest is funding 2 projects: strengthening access, inclusion, and leadership, SAIL, for sexual and reproductive health and rights, SRHR, and We Talk, to tackle gender-based violence. No, don't get me wrong. These are important issues. Important issues in the sense that it should be discussed with the people of the country before you take any money from outside countries. We have a specific agenda that go against our values, our morals, and our culture. But let's get real. Teaching our kids about LGBT and abortion rights, really, Canada? Jamaica, nothing says we care quite like skipping our actual needs and focusing on transforming our cultural values. It's like receiving a fire extinguisher when your house is flooding. Jamaica, all that glitters isn't gold, my friends. We ought to be concerned that our government has accepted billions from foreigners who want to push their ideas on sex, gender, and the value of human life. Ideas that many Jamaicans find, let's say, less than appealing. I mean, seriously, who invited the cultural makeover crew? Jamaica, sexual rights, that's the same as LGBT rights. Same-sex marriage, gender transition surgeries, and yes, drag queen story hour in schools. Reproductive rights, that's taxpayer-funded abortions at any stage of pregnancy. Between 2007 and 2020, Canada reported 1,326,408 legal abortions. That's nearly half Jamaica's population. And their population is collapsing. Coincidence? I think not. Jamaica, this isn't just help. It's a neocolonialist effort to reshape us in their own image. But the citizens of Jamaica are not having it. No, we are not. As seen in recent polls on abortion and the Bugger Law, yet here we are with local advocacy organizations ready to sail these foreign ideas into the hearts and minds of our youths. CVC is hiring a gender specialist for the SAIL project. What do they mean by gender specialists? One thing's for sure, they won't have a straightforward answer to the question, what is a woman? Or who is a woman? But they will be sharing their enlightened views with our children. Jamaica, targeting the minds of our youths through local advocacy organizations is a strategic move. These groups are set to sail sexual perversion and pro-abortion lies into the hearts and minds of Jamaica's youth. This is not just about education. It's about indoctrination, brainwashing, social programming. Let's break this down. First, there's identity confusion. Young people are impressionable, and when they are bombarded with messages that challenge their fundamental understanding of sex and gender, it can lead to serious confusion. Boys in girls' bathrooms, drag queen story hours, these are not our cultural norms. Instead of nurturing a healthy sense of self, these ideas can create identity crisis and mental health issues. Next up, cultural erosion. Our values and traditions are what binds us as a community. By introducing foreign concepts that are antithetical to our beliefs, we risk eroding the very fabric of our society. What happens when our youth no longer respect or understand our cultural heritage? We lose our identity, our sense of belonging, and our unity. Then there is the moral and ethical decay. Promoting pro-abortion views to our youth undermines the sanctity of life. A core value for many Jamaicans, the idea that terminating a pregnancy is a simple, consequence-free choice is misleading and dangerous. In Canada, they have seen a staggering number of abortions contributing to their declining population. Is that what we want for Jamaica? A society that values convenience over life? And let's not forget societal division. These foreign agendas create rifts within our communities. Those who adhere to traditional values find themselves at odds with those adopting these new ideologies. Instead of fostering unity, we end up with a divided, contentious society. Is that progress? I think not. Jamaica, they have the money and they think they have the power. But will we let them? Are we a docile and subservient people? Wrong island. Wrong island. Wrong island. If you see these sail folks, tell them to pack up and sail back to Canada with their ideas. Jamaica, as long as we have breath in our bodies, we must protect our children from those who have money but no regard for truth, our culture, or our values. So, my fellow Jamaicans, it's time to stand up and stand firm. First and foremost, I am pro-family. Man, woman, and child. That's my holy trinity. That's what I believe in. And you don't have the right to come and want to teach my child and indoctrinate and program and brainwash my child with your agenda. That not go fly around here, so. No, that can't work. You can't, on one hand, I tell you one thing, and then on the other, you want to do something contrary to what me supposed to teach my child. Hey, if Justin Trudeau in Canada want to teach film picnic them that a film business, that are in his household. Me no care about that. But as it relates to me and my offspring and my future generations, no LGBT pro-abortion rights will not be taught to my offspring and future generations. That not gonna happen. The polls clearly state say 80% of Jamaicans say no to this whole agenda. 80% say yes, we should retain the Bugger law. 80% say we not support abortion nor abortion rights in Jamaica. But here we have the Prime Minister go against the will and the wishes of the people. Me did think that democracy is by the people for the people. Me did think democracy supposed to represent the voice of the people. But here we have a Prime Minister where ignore 80% of the population. Well, we know say 80% of the population already never vote for you. And these are the reasons why people get so disillusioned and become disinterested in politics. So now, when you have over 2/3 of Jamaica stop participating in the general election and the local government election, that should send a message to both political parties say, we're not impressed. We're tired of this game where both of them love play with each other. You see me? Because choosing between either political parties is like choosing between the lesser of two evils, where no matter which one you choose, we the people still lose, because guess what? They serve the same master. You know who their master be? England, specifically King Charles III. Because remember, England still own Jamaica 100%, you know. Don't make that fake independence from 1962 trick you. So since the government is on a campaign to stop misinformation and disinformation, how about the misinformation of that fake independence? We want to celebrate every year and lie to the Jamaican people about we independent. Independent my foot? How you feel independent and you head a state of England? England still own Jamaica outright 100%. Then just take with themselves and give we locals where look like we fi represent we. You see me? So it's indirect rule. So you're still under colonization. Better yet, you're under neo-colonization. So what is democracy if the will of the people is being ignored by our political representative? Because the people we are supposed to represent has spoken. 80% say no, we don't want no abortion and LGBT rights are pushed in our country nor in our schools and our children. So you're not supposed to take no money for no Canada, nor no America, nor no England to push no such agendas in our country. We not depend that. And these politicians are very smart because they might do it subtly and indirectly. They might push the agenda. Zine, because they know say any party come up front and I try to push it directly, that would be political suicide. Them know. So them party are going to go down in a history as the party where they push the alphabet community agenda. You can't recover from that. You're staying on brand forever. You see me? So Andrew them, I accept their money and I push the agenda indirectly and subtly. Here are some questions people might have about these agendas targeting the minds of our youths, along with the answers. Question number 1. How can foreign agendas targeting our youths affect their mental health? Answer. Foreign agendas can introduce concepts that are radically different from our cultural norms, leading to confusion and identity crisis among young people. This can result in increased anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues as they struggle to reconcile these conflicting values. Question number 2. Why should we be concerned about foreign-funded programs in our schools? Answer. Foreign-funded programs often come with specific agendas that may not align with our cultural values. These programs can subtly influence our youth's beliefs and behaviors, eroding our cultural identity and traditional values over time. Question number 3. What are the long-term consequences of exposing our youths to foreign ideas about gender and sexuality? Answer. Long-term consequences include the potential for a generational shift in values and beliefs, leading to a loss of cultural heritage and identity. Additionally, it can create societal divisions as differing views on these sensitive topics clash. Question number 4. How does promoting abortion and LGBT rights in schools impact our community? Answer. Promoting abortion and LGBT rights in schools can undermine the moral and ethical foundations of our society. It can lead to polarized communities where traditional values are pitted against new ideologies, causing conflict and division. Question number 5. Are there any positive outcomes from these foreign interventions? Answer. While some aspect of foreign interventions can bring awareness to important issues such as gender-based violence, it's crucial that these initiatives are adapted to respect and preserve our cultural values. Without this consideration, the negative impacts often outweighs the potential benefits. Question number 6. Can local advocacy organizations tailor these foreign programs to fit our culture? Answer. Local advocacy organizations can attempt to tailor these programs, but they are often constrained by the stipulations of the foreign donors. The core agendas of these programs usually remain aligned with the values of the donors, making it difficult to fully adapt them to our culture. Question number 7. What should parents do to protect their children from these foreign influences? Answer. Parents should stay informed about the content and goals of foreign-funded programs in their children's school. They should engage in open conversation with their children about their own cultural values and encourage critical thinking to help them navigate conflicting messages. Question number 8. Is there a way to accept foreign aid without compromising our values? Answer. It is possible to accept foreign aid while maintaining our values, but it requires strict oversight and negotiation. Our government and local organizations must ensure that any aid received aligns with our cultural and ethical standards, and that we retain control over how the aid is implemented. Question number 9. What are the signs that foreign agendas are influencing our youths? Answer. Signs include a noticeable shift in language and beliefs among young people, especially on topics like gender and sexuality. Increased advocacy for policies and practices that are uncommon or controversial in our culture can also indicate foreign influence. Question number 10. How can the community collectively respond to these foreign agendas? Answer. The community can respond by staying vigilant, educating themselves on these issues, and advocating for transparency and accountability in how foreign funds are used. Supporting local initiatives that align with our cultural values and engaging in open dialogue can also strengthen community resistance to unwanted foreign influences. Now, we are going to go to the root cause of this problem on a psychological level. This is not an indictment and or an attack on anyone. We just all state the psychological cause of all of this. Because everything is psychology. Don't get it twisted. Jamaicans, better yet, let me use the proper term. Africans, melanated people. The reason why these colonizers can move so aggressive with these agendas, specifically when it comes to African people, both on the continent and in the diaspora slave colonies, is because these people know say they already conquer and defeat you. They enslave you for over 400 years. These people successfully got you to renounce your rich African culture, heritage, and legacy. Popular to contrary beliefs, Africans had a rich, technological, fully developed society. Africans had their own God, their own religion, their own religious systems and practices. But the European come with his religion and tell us, yo, your thing wrong, you know. And my thing I right thing. You see me? And guess what? You don't accept it. These people successfully gave you a white God and a white Jesus. And nothing wrong with that, because what? Your God's supposed to look like you, 100%. So the white man giving you a white God and a white Jesus, that's 100% okay. Because your God's supposed to look like you. Buddha look like the Chinese them. Brahma or Krishna them look like the Indians. So why you're African and you're God white? Something is wrong with that picture. So they got you to renounce your God and your religion, and you 100% accept theirs. So guess what? They have conquered and defeated you mentally, successfully. So when them a push these agendas, they already know say, all we have to do, I target the minds of the youths, because they know so when you target the minds of the youth, you can change and reform a whole generation, because they did it once with us already, so they can do it again. You think you're Christian because Jesus did come visit your ancestors in Africa, whether it be Ghana or Nigeria? No, you're Christians and we speak English because we were colonized and enslaved by the Europeans. So if you're African and you speak Spanish, because your colonizer is Spain. If you're African and you speak Portuguese, because your colonizer is from Portugal. So now if you understand this thing, not special about your language. We speak in English. The French did want to take over Jamaica from the English. Had they succeeded, we would be speaking French. But we would still be Christians, because Christianity is the religion of Europe. So no matter who conquer you, your religion still will be Christianity. Know that. Just like how the Spaniards them did there. Had the English did not conquer them, we would not speak Spanish, because we slave master or we colonizer would have been Spain. So just know say your religion and your language not special. It's just because you're a slave where we speak English and we don't speak the African Bantu language or any other African languages, because then cut we off our root completely. We speak English, we have English names. But yet, ethnically and racially, we're Africans. And we don't have no African name. We don't speak no African language. We don't know nothing about our cultural heritage. These people successfully colonized us and teach we what they want to teach we. So this little rant is to clearly explain the psychological background of where the colonizer come from. So when you see countries like USA, Canada, and England, I move so aggressive because they know they conquer we and defeat we mentally. And this is not an indictment and or attack on anyone's religious belief. This is not an attack on Christianity. We just shed a psychological foundation where all of this come from. This is all psychological. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let's keep our culture and values strong. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay true to Jamaica.